So hi, my name is Maggie. I'm one of the members of the Canadian Youth Delegation. I'm from Victoria, BC. And Sam and Scott, I'm going to try to answer your questions. So your first question about what are the obstacles to achieving an agreement in Cancun. I guess you've heard about what happened last year in Copenhagen and that everyone was pretty disappointed and upset by what happened. So there's a really big lack of trust between nations. The United Nations is a process, especially the climate negotiations, are a process that depends on trust and flexibility and negotiations. And so when parties don't trust each other, it makes it a lot more difficult to make progress. Additionally, we have a number of important issues that some countries are blocking each other on. So at the moment, we have Japan, Canada, and Russia saying that they will not sign on for another round of commitments under the Kyoto Protocol. And at the same time, we have developing nations saying that they will not commit to any sort of long-term emissions reductions themselves unless developed countries, rich nations, do make further commitments on the Kyoto Protocol. So that's sort of one of the main issues that we see. In terms of your second question around what might we see out of Cancun, mostly we're not expecting anything too exciting. We're expecting that we'll make some technical progress on some rules around how we deal with things like forests and deforestation, as well as some of the sort of accounting mechanisms for carbon emissions, and so how all those sort of technicalities line up. And the idea is that if we can get some of those technicalities figured out, then everyone will know exactly what they're agreeing to when we can hopefully hammer out a proper deal next year in Durban, South Africa. So I hope that's helpful, and I'm glad you're learning about this stuff. Bye.